Ever wished your business phone could just handle itself? Well, today we're diving into a really cool tool called Teletalker. It's designed to turn a regular old Android phone into a super smart, automated business assistant. We're going to look at how its unique on-device AI works and how it might just put you back in control of your business calls. You know, for any small business owner or a self-employed pro, this question right here, it really hits home. Your phone is absolutely everything. It's how clients find you, how you get paid. But let's be honest, it can also be a total liability. It's constantly interrupting you, you miss calls when you're on a job, and then there's the whole mess of trying to remember to jot down notes or book appointments. So what if you could keep the lifeline part and just get rid of the liability? And that right there is the problem Teletalker is built to solve. This isn't just another app you download from the store. Nope. It's a purpose-built, on-device AI call assistant. The best way to think about it? It's like having a specialized virtual receptionist that actually lives inside your phone, ready to go 24/7, answering calls, booking appointments, and taking notes for you. Okay, so how does it actually pull this off? Well, the secret is in what we're calling a two-sided setup. Now, that just refers to the two people on any phone call, you, the user, and the person calling you. The real magic here is that all the heavy lifting, all the technical stuff, it's all happening on your side. And that makes the whole experience completely normal and seamless for whoever's on the other end of the line. This slide really lays it all out, doesn't it? As the one using Teletalker, yeah, you need a few specific things. A rooted Android phone, internet, and a SIM card that's active. But your caller? Look at that. They need literally nothing special. No app to download, no internet connection required on their end, just a plain old telephone. This is the whole idea. The tech is all on your device, which makes it incredibly simple and universal for anyone who needs to call you. So let's talk about that rooted phone requirement, because I know that might sound a little scary. Rooting an Android phone just means you're giving an app deep system-level control. It's the kind of power you probably don't want on your main personal phone, sure. But for Teletalker, this isn't some technical problem you have to overcome. It's actually the central feature. It's what allows the app to get around the normal Android rules and directly manage real cellular calls. This deep access is exactly what makes it so reliable. Okay, so the system can now control the phone call, but how does it actually talk to people? Well, that's where this two-part engine comes into play. You can think of Teletalker as the brain that handles all the logic, but it needs a partner, a separate AI service to provide the actual voice. Let's break down how these two pieces work together. And this table here explains it perfectly. On one side, you got the Teletalker app. Its job is call automation. It handles the logic, the scheduling, the note-taking. You pay Teletalker directly for that service with prepaid minutes. On the other side, you have a voice AI service like ElevenLabs. Its only job is to turn text into a really high-quality, natural-sounding voice. So you give Teletalker your API key for ElevenLabs, and you get billed separately by ElevenLabs for generating that voice. So here's the absolute key takeaway. Teletalker is the bridge and the control center. It decides what needs to be said. But ElevenLabs, that's the voice engine. It's the part that figures out how to say it. They are two completely separate, independent services that you connect, and they work together to create this one seamless experience. So what about the cost for the Teletalker part of this equation? Well, it's about as simple and transparent as it gets. 5 cents. 5 cents per minute. There are no hidden monthly fees, no contracts. You just top up your credits, and you only pay for what you actually use. That gives you total control over what you're spending. Now, with all its technical bits and pieces, it's pretty clear that Teletalker isn't for everybody. It's really a specialized tool that's designed for a very specific kind of professional. So let's figure out who really stands to benefit the most from a setup like this. Is it for you? The ideal person for this is probably self-employed or running a really small business. They're tech-savvy enough that the idea of rooting a device doesn't scare them off, and they really, really value having direct control over their costs. One of the coolest parts? It's a fantastic way to bring an older, unsupported Android phone, you know, the one sitting in your drawer, back to life. And because everything happens right there on the device, it's a great fit for anyone who's serious about privacy. So let's just boil it all down to the core benefits, right? You get the privacy and performance of an on-device system. You get the control of a simple pay-as-you-go model with no surprise fees. You can breathe new life into old hardware. And you can use all that power to reliably automate bookings, answer common questions, and take notes all over the standard cellular network that everyone already uses and trusts. All right, so if this is sounding like it might actually be a perfect fit for you, you're probably wondering, okay, How hard is this to set up? And yeah, it is a bit technical, but the whole process can be broken down into a really clear 4-step blueprint that makes it feel totally manageable. First up, you root your device and just make sure it's got a working SIM card in it. Step 2, you install the Teletalker app. It's an APK file, and you paste in your API key from ElevenLabs. Step 3, and this is super important, you have to fund both of your accounts. That means adding credits to Teletalker and making sure your SIM plan and your ElevenLabs account also have funds. And finally, step 4, you just want to test call to see the whole system work its magic. And hey, just to hammer this point home one last time because it's crucial for keeping the system running smoothly. Remember, you are funding 2 separate services. You're going to see a charge from Teletalker for the automation minutes, and you're going to see a totally separate one from ElevenLabs for creating the voice. Keeping both of those topped up is the key to making sure your service is never interrupted. So, we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. You know, in a world where it feels like everything is moving to the cloud, Teletalker offers this completely different idea. It asks the question, what if your most powerful, most private AI assistant doesn't live on some server farm, but lives right there in your pocket? It's a pretty compelling vision for what control and privacy could look like in the age of AI.